Exercise 13-22, Issuing Stock. Satellite Systems, Inc. completed the following stock issuance transactions. Requirements: journalize the transactions. Explanations are not required. 2. How much paid in capital did these transactions generate for Satellite Systems, Inc.? We're going to have a look at the transactions here. So those are listed here, but each portion. So we have here on May 19th, issued $2,000, on May 19th, issued 2,000 shares of $1 par value common stock for cash at $9.50 per share. So we know we are getting cash, so we can go ahead and input cash here, and that's going to be increasing with a debit. So we can go ahead and calculate that amount by using the 2,000 times $9.50, and that is going to be a total of 19,000. And what did we give up to get that? We gave up some common stock at $1 par value. And so remember, common stock is part of equity, and we're issuing more stock, therefore equity has to be going up. And that is why we are going to be crediting this amount here. So we'll do common stock, dollar par value, and that's that 2,000 shares there at $1. But now notice the transaction does not yet balance, so we need to figure out the paid in capital in excess of par common, since that is that common stock there. So that's going to be 17,000 as the difference between those, and then exclude explanations on this so we don't have to worry about an explanation. Let's check our answer. Good job. Okay. So on June 3rd, for this next transaction, we issued 300 shares of $3 no par preferred stock for $15,000 cash. So we know we're getting $15,000 of cash, so we can go ahead and input cash, going up with a debit on the left for $15,000. So now, in case you were wondering, this $3 here means the preferred stock will pay $3 dividend. We're not going to do dividends, so this is just extra information. But since this is preferred stock, no par value, we'll go ahead and input that. And this goes up by 15,000, so we're going to be crediting that. And if you're wondering why I'm crediting the account, besides the fact that the debits must equal credits, these preferred stocks are an equity account, so it is increasing, and therefore we have to credit that account. So let's go ahead and check our answer. Excellent. So then on June 11th, we received equipment with the fair value of $78,000 in exchange for 3,000 shares of dollar par value common stock. So we know we're getting an asset as equipment here, and that is going to be going up by that $78,000. So we can go ahead and input that here as a debit on the left. And what are we giving up to get this equipment? We're not giving up cash. We're exchanging and giving them the 3,000 shares of dollar par value common stock. And since it is $1 each year, that's going to be $3,000. And oops, we got our common stock at dollar par value. And then we have one more account here because this transaction does not balance. We have paid in capital in excess of par common. We can see that here because it is common stock, and we are paying in excess to get it here. So let's go ahead and balance the transaction. 75,000 as a credit here on the right. Let's go ahead and check our answer. Nice work. Okay. And then requirement 2, how much paid in capital did these transactions generate for Satellite Systems, Inc.? So total paid in capital generated from these transactions equals. So let's review what paid in capital is. Paid in capital is preferred stock plus paid in capital in excess of par for the preferred stock plus common stock plus paid in capital in excess of par on the common stock. So to find these amounts, we're going to go ahead and go back up here in the problem to the top. We've got cash of 19,000 here that we're going to go ahead and add to the 15,000 here. And then lastly, the 78,000. And for this problem, since debits equal credits, you can go ahead and add the right side. I'm just doing on the left side here because it makes it a little bit faster. And that total is going to be 112,000. So we can go ahead and check our answer. Nice. And again, this 112,000 represents how much the stockholders have paid into the equity. So basically represents the investments from the stockholders. And that's it. Thank you.